How we doing, Les? Oh, I gotta unmute Discord. Oh, I'm so scuffed. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? Were you just muted and you were like doing the whole
I'm
intro
like,
and you like don't even know what you're doing?
no, I just flipped it over. I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? I'm like, oh wait, I hard muted Discord, and then I was like,
And
oh
I'm
wait,
just
I'm
like,
pushed to talk. Oh god.
oh my god, we look so official again. We're back,
We
dude.
are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god, we get the. Oh, what's good? We're back,
You know
yo.
what? Real quick, I would just go voice activation because I know it's gonna piss me off having
Yeah, if
to
you're
talk.
pushed to talk on a talk show, sounds like a bad idea, Gordon.
All right.
I can't hear you anymore. Still, what'd you do?
I had to change it. We should be good. We should be good.
Oh, okay. We're good. We're good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do. We say 12 o'clock and then we go live at 12:50. It's all good though, baby.
I never really said 12, did we? We
I
probably did.
mean, we probably did.
Well, we probably did.
If they didn't learn from season one, you show up about an hour later and then you watch the VOD if we're actually on time. Or you
Oh,
catch
is the
VOD.
meme now that I went to go get coffee from Colombia? Is that the meme
I
in
was
chat?
like, I posted it in the stream Discord. I was like, hey, we're gonna, a couple minutes, we'll be back, season 2, baby. And everyone was like, check the watch. I'm like, oh, he went to go get, or I said he went to go make coffee. I didn't know he literally left. And people were like, damn, boy is on a voyage for this coffee. So, and he's drinking water. He's trolling, man. Not even drinking his
Dude.
coffee.
All right, before we get into it,
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to I'll make it about myself for a second. That was the best sleep I've ever had in my entire life. That was incredible sleep.
Okay, so let's, like you said, make it about yourself. Before we dive into some subjects
Yeah.
and whatnot, what's up with you? What are you doing with hardcore? I know you just came crazy off a 24-hour stream, which is why you probably just died for half a day.
Yeah. No, we're doing good, man. We're playing a priest. His name is Paul. Everyone seems to really enjoy Paul's journey. I'm pretty invested in making sure Paul doesn't die because people don't come into my stream and ask like how I'm doing. They ask how Paul's doing. Which is great. I love that. Keep doing that.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm just enjoying my slow season of work by pumping hardcore. And actually, guys, I'm actually clicking go live again. I
awesome.
think the last time I did this, I never clicked go live, so I was never gonna bug you to go check it out because I'm never live. But now I click go live again, so come hang out. Twitch.tv/Lesmos. We're just chilling. We're trying to compete with Samwise for coziest hardcore stream.
Hey.
It's tough because I know he's got the accent going, but I die a lot less than him. That's kind of the argument right now, is who's cozier. I die a lot less.
Punches early. Also, chat, feel free to let us know how things like audio are and whatnot. It's been a hot minute since we've done one of these things.
Oh yeah, let me see if I can.
Nah, I think
hear
we're
myself.
good. You're pretty loud for me, so that louder is better, honestly. So I remember you used to be pretty quiet, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, we got a lot of little things to talk about. Les is maybe a hair louder.
Yeah,
Les,
I'm a little bit louder. My mic, you see the microphone
Yeah,
setup, bro? It's right next to my dome
Let
piece.
me click it down. Boom.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh. All right, we're back, chat.
And plus, it's gonna get pretty animated towards the back half of this. We're gonna get pretty spicy,
Fair,
I think.
Fair. So
Yeah.
speaking of spicy, do you want to just dive right into some stuff?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
You want to just dive right in?
Oh yeah, no, we're jumping into it. Let's do it. Let's do the thing.
So I wanted to lead off with the big stream yesterday as well. 12 hours from Mr. Grays for Days. I was at work during most of this and heard there was a little drama. I don't know if you were paying attention to it or not yesterday, so you might have to carry the subject, but him almost dying on his 59.99999 Druid.
Yeah, so
any
Grace
opinions?
Grace for Days. Let me just start the conversation like this. I've and now we're just humble bragging on stream. I've met Grace. Grace is a wonderful individual. He's an absolute troll to his core. So yesterday, Grace went live, and I think the moment Grace went live, Grace made a decision to troll the shit out of everyone watching his chat. And that's what he did. He went live. He had a 60 ding stream.
Ding.
You know what? We should have all known that it wasn't going to be as simple as he made it seem. He did the swim to this island off of southern Tenaris where he very well could have died. Now, if he had dinged there, I think everyone would have been like, "Wow, that was cool. That was really spicy. Way to go, Grace." And then the real fun started where he went and baited everyone in Orgrimmar, thinking he was going to turn into the Christmas event, which I mean would have been kind of like a pretty wholesome ding. Like I wouldn't have been upset about that. I know some people were like, "Oh, you would have been annoyed if he just dinged." Like I don't know, it's pretty wholesome, you know. Hardcore Holidays, like one of the first big streamers to ding him from Hardcore Holidays. Cool, let's go. Father Christmas, whatever. And then the real fun started. He went to not Orgrimmar. He was playing Horde, so he went to Ironforge,
Mm-hmm.
flagged up, and stealthed through Ironforge. Cargo stood near him like a watchful eye, um, and he tried to turn into the Great Father Winter in Ironforge, which would have been kind of badass as well, to be fair, if he could have done that. Then he decided to try to go discover old Ironforge, which you have to do like this jump thing up a wall
Through
and
the
then do
gate,
like a
yeah.
log out skip.
Yeah.
And essentially he logged himself out back to the gate. Then this is the part where I fell asleep because because I was on 3 hours of sleep of the last 30 hours, so I passed out.
Yeah.
And I woke up to find that he had walked all the way through the deep run tram,
Yeah. Yep.
being followed by I think Winky and Cargos and stuff. He actually full teleport Moonglade and canceled it at least twice. I know Winky feared him to keep canceling it too once he canceled it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Winky was like, "No, you sealed your fate," so he had to deal with that. Um,
So,
and then eventually he unflagged for PvP at the end of the tram. He unflagged. He was good to go.
because yeah, it's
Good
not
to
in
get
the
out.
contested zone yet.
Be good to get out. And then he walked back into Stormwind. And then he got attacked. And then Ash, who was a recurring character in today's episode, actually sheeped him to heal him back up to full
I
health.
heard. Yep. So
And then he logged out without dinging. And then that was it. That was the end of the stream.
we're gonna
Thanks for watching,
we're gonna
everybody.
flip to part of that VOD right now. We're actually gonna switch scenes real quick.
Mhm.
And yep, we still have mic audio. Good, perfect. So we have his VOD up here. So this is exactly the part where you mentioned the like
Well, let me
basically the end of the stream here where he's
Ash is
doing a
here?
little
Oh, no,
scouting,
I know
seeing if
Ash.
he can
Ash
go
is
to
cool.
Stormwind. And
Ash
he's
would
like,
never
okay,
kill me.
Ash is here. He's not gonna hit me. And there's
Who
just a
else is
bunch
here?
of people waiting outside the tram here
see.
for him. Crix is here, obviously.
60,
Cargos is
HC
there.
Leads here.
Flimsy.
Here.
So we'll skip forward a little bit. And
I'm on
yeah,
flat.
I mean, we can go
I
over
thought
some
one of my
things
plans was
as
gonna
they
work.
happen again. Not getting the exploration experience that you thought you would on the island. Not
There will
calculating
be a clip.
reduced exploration experience.
Actually baited, bro.
for discovering
my God,
Ironforge.
dude.
You know, there's a lot
There
of little
will be a
things going
clip.
on in this clip.
Yeah.
If we can just here's the combat. We just missed the combat.
There will be.
So he walks in, immediately gets
Oh, shit.
repentance,
Come on.
and then I think a
dude.
hunter opens up on him.
Ash.
Yeah, there's the polymorph, which he's not in danger. He could shift this at any time, but then a hunter starts going in on him.
Well, the poly was to save him.
For real,
Yeah.
dog? Are you serious?
Why can I hear the clip through your audio? That's weird.
I don't have headphones in.
Oh, okay.
My cat
That's fine,
chewed on my headphones a week ago and broke them, so I need that for Christmas. But yeah,
You motherfucker!
here's
Where you
Graves,
at,
and then he
bitch?
logs out for the night. Which, again, he definitely could have died here, but there's a
All
lot
right, I'll
to
see you
unpack
guys
here.
on the next stream.
Here's a,
Thanks for being
That
here,
is
man.
crazy.
We,
He's
He's
all right.
sweating.
I'll
He made
see
it
you on
this
the
long
next
in
stream.
59.
yeah,
Somehow I'm
he's
still
panicking.
alive.
Of course, Crix.
I should just go. I should turn around and bop Crix's ass.
And he's out. All right, we're kicking it back.
I
to
was
the
gonna
top
hit
screen.
60, but I couldn't. I was gonna run a.
I mean, he's definitely putting on a show, which I have no problem with. People got to realize,
Yeah.
you know, this
Yeah.
is one. It's his journey. He can do whatever he wants. I don't really.
Who?
think,
It's his job, by the way.
yeah,
Just want to put that out there.
full-time job.
Yep.
There's like a lot of theories going around of like it was purposely planned. He never wanted to ding 60. He wanted to milk the viewers or whatever. I don't think he did it maliciously like that. I actually
No.
think he was trying to put on a good show of doing all these options, like you said, discovering Gem Island, turning in Father Winter. He had 4 plans planned out, and all of them fell through. You don't get XP for discovering Gem Island. I wouldn't have known that. I've never been there. He didn't get enough XP for discovering Ironforge. Then he got baited into thinking, oh, you can go Old Ironforge, Again, that'd be a cool idea. Didn't work out.
Mhm.
And then I think on the fly, he thought he'd go kill Sewer Beast, is what I was told at the very end of his stream.
But then
All
he
of-
walked into Storm when I got
Yeah.
shot, which, yeah, I mean, well, it's going to happen.
All of these are good ideas. I think they're all great ideas for a ding, and I think they just happen to fall through, and he's getting honestly unnecessary flack for it. A lot of people are like, dude, I stayed up 3 hours for this. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely okay. Like, it's something that was going to piss people off, right? Like, I think that's like part of the troll a little bit. Like, it just the question I think is how much is it going to piss people off? Me and you, we're not going to care. We've watched
Yeah.
Grace for a while. We're pretty invested in the
always watch.
scene.
I don't care.
We have hardcore 60s. We know people have hardcore 60s. A hardcore 60 isn't like it's don't get me wrong, especially on Era, a huge deal. Like, congratulations, that's freaking awesome. I don't even have one on Era, so I don't want to pretend like I do. But I think for a lot of the newer members of the scene, like this might be an intro to Grays, and I think those are the people that I'm like a little bit scared. Might be
That's
like,
fair.
oh well, this guy just, I'm not clicking this again. But hey, that's his prerogative. That's not mine, right? It's not my stream. He can kind of cultivate whatever he wants over there, you know.
Sneeze coming. Whew. Hold in the sneeze, kill the brain cells. Yeah. So one quote I really liked at the end of his stream. I just watched like the last 5 minutes of his stream last night because I was told, "Don't waste 2 hours. Just skip to the."
That's
end."
fair. That's fair.
And
Yeah.
His final quote before he went off was like, "I know it didn't pan out as how a lot of you wanted it, and it's not my fault that you're mad. If you want to be mad about what happened, it's on you. It's not on me." And I was like, "Damn, Gracious laid it down," and that's so true, though. I mean,
It's not. Yeah.
nobody's owed anything.
Yeah, it's true.
And I think he also like got even deeper. He was like, "We're all gonna die. Nothing means anything. If you're mad, stay mad. I don't care." I was like, "Damn, Grace going in."
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game, right? And if people want to get that mad about a game, that's kind of on them. I think that's his take. I mean, again, you get into the concept of. I mean, I guess the counterpoint is like, hey, people's time. Like, people just value their time.
He's
But
gonna
like,
hit 60.
but like, people enjoyed watching that stream anyway.
Yeah.
I don't argue that their time was invalidated by watching the stream. I think it was a fun stream
No,
to
yeah,
watch.
his whole run was amazing. Actually,
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. The whole run was fun. It's just kind of like whatever. Now, I will say this. I think that the whole thing comes to a nice tidy bow if he dies in Stormwind.
Okay, I was just gonna go to the next. I was gonna bring that in. I was like, what happens if it wasn't Grays and another, not to say random person, but a non-streamer does something like this, and Winky or Cargos happens to run into them as they're trying to do something like this, and
Cargos would have one-tapped Supreme him thinking he was a griefer. 100%.
so it's like
100%.
that's why a lot
Cargos
of
goes
people are
blicky
like-
blicky and he's dead.
yeah.
That's it.
Nicky Night Night.
Yeah,
But,
Nicky Night Night shows up and you're going to sleep.
So that's a thing where some people were upset. They were like, "Oh, he's only alive because he's a streamer," and it's like, well, I mean, that is part of the game. You know, I don't think Winky's gonna kill him. Like you said, Winky's good friends with him IRL. Winky will sit there and watch somebody die to Princess and not help them and not feel bad at all. But it's one of those weird things where a lot of people are like on the fence about, oh, we got special privileges because he's a streamer. Anyone could have killed him. They might have gotten a little hate in the community for a little bit, but I don't think anyone could have been legitimately mad at the person if they chose to kill Grays there.
No. No, I mean, that's the game mode, right?
Yeah,
like, you can't walk
everyone
into
says,
the...
yeah, you play stupid games with stupid prizes. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's you walk into a place where you're PvP flagged. I actually think, okay, I think if you do anything that PvP flags you, you are liable to die. I think that's just like that's where I stand. That's where I sit. I actually don't think that missing diplomat should be appealable. To be honest, the argument for I'll do a quick spiel on that and then move on because we don't have to get into all that. But
Sure.
missing diplomat is a quest in Dustwall Marsh that flags you when you turn it in.
everybody knows about it.
So the argument for people who died in missing diplomat is, oh, I didn't know it was going to flag me, then I got ganked by a rogue, now I'm dead. I think that argument can be boiled down to, oh, I didn't know that mob was going to hit me back and then they hit me back and then I died, right? Like that's like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So in my head, so I don't like the missing. I think if you died in missing diplomat, you should die. So
Yeah.
that's my
I mean,
take.
that,
But
that
yeah.
is part of the learning process as well. You know, you live and learn. Like what we'll talk about in the future on the show. One of the characters that died from something that we'll reveal earlier, he's already going again. He's like, shiz happens.
Mhm.
We go again. And there are ways to prevent this. Obviously, if you want to use guides, stuff like that, it'll tell you in most of the guides that people are playing with, be careful, such and such quest flags you. It does it for the Wrath guides, it does it for Era guides.
Mhm.
If you want to have counter griefing measures, you're on a RP server, you can have Horde and Alliance. So you can always log on to a Horde character really quick, scout out the zone. Oh, no Horde characters on, no rogues are on. I think
Yep.
I'm pretty safe. That is extra, like you're being extra, but I do that all the time. I try to
Yeah, I do it all
have
the time.
anti-grief protection for myself just because a lot of times I'm live as well. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of little things where a lot of people are on the fence. If the guy's there for 24 hours on a rogue and he's a known griefer, I think it's a little cringe. But if you die to like a same level person who just happens to walk past you while you're doing the missing diplomat, I don't think that's appealable. But there are 2-3 individuals that everybody knows that I'd be okay if people appeal it just because we don't want to give them the time of day.
Yeah.
But that's like super gray area with that one specific quest as well. But we're gonna hop into the next couple of clips, which is wild. So we're gonna go over to the Gurubati
Yeah, so
arena.
this stays on the concept of like, okay, if you flag, you die. Like we definitely, this theory was put to the test very heavily towards the end of yesterday. Okay, the reason we are live is because yesterday was one of the craziest days in hardcore
It was
that we've
wild.
had
It was
since
wild.
Road to Rag. It was actually the craziest day. So we got clips.
Yep.
Let's go.
I just
Actually, this isn't even the first clip, and we don't have the first clip.
I do. I have all the clips.
Do you know the original clip where the dude,
Died.
the one guy died?
So I have audio of after that from Wiki's clip, which I was gonna pull after these two clips. It all makes sense.
One should go first.
Yeah,
Okay,
I lined
think.
it up to make it go.
Okay,
It'll
do
make
your
sense.
thing. Do your thing.
In
Live
my
your
mind,
life.
it'll make sense. So
Pursuit of happiness. Go ahead.
last night, midnight, I wanted to get this chest, you guys, because I have a character right now that I'm farming a GM on, which I'm perfectly fine if it dies because I know what is happening if I go into this arena. And I logged in and I saw a couple rogues. I saw Ash on, and I was like, oh, damn, something spicy is about to happen because the 9 o'clock chest, somebody just died, which we will cover. And here's the first clip. I'm watching this all live. Ash is going after a 40 rogue, gets his ankles broken. The blind goes off. Fap is on the rogue. Ash was trying to kill him, and he survives.
This guy's gonna escape.
And mind you, this is just as the chest spawns. And real quick, we're just going to go to the next clip. Baby Ninja. Same chest is up 10 minutes later, you guys. I sat around. I followed this rogue. The rogue was targeting Ash. He knew Ash was there the whole time. I'm like, there's no way this rogue is going to check off 20 different things in his mind and think it's okay to go into this arena here. And we'll watch.
Ash, blink! He got the chest! You're so bad, Ash.
By the way, I'm flaming Ash here because I want the chest.
We're
So-
witnessing a murder here, though. Did
I-
Ash sell his account?
I love you, Ash. There it is, confirmed death. 41 died, and I thought Ash was coming to kill me right here, I'm not going to lie, but we can talk about that later. First of all, I just want to break down this clip, because... Oh, it's wild. The chest opens, Rogue gets palm-polyed, so he didn't have time to actually loot it. You have to click accept loot on the Arena Master Trinket, so you're kind of stuck in the chest window for a little bit.
Chest! You're so
Charges
bad,
a frostbolt into a fireball. Rogue is almost dead. I'm glad he popped the potion. That was a big potion. Back to 50% health. Gets Nova,
We're witnessing
and he's casting Escape Artist right here. You can
Facing a
see
murder.
he's got slow on him, Cone of Cold hits,
that.
and then immediately it's gone because the Escape Artist. He's using his cooldowns. I like it. But then he kind of panics right here.
Did Ash
Sits in
sell-
place, sprints,
his account?
vanishes, doesn't move, and just gets killed. I think the Rogue could have gotten out, 100%.
Sure.
But at the same time, he
Sure. You know what I mean? It's a 60 mage, pretty geared. It's a tough ask for you, not gonna lie.
But at the same
But-
time, there's a bunch of crap in his pants IRL because you're getting hit by a 60 mage and you're like, what the hell
Yeah.
do I do? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I've been in those situations. You have 70 million buttons you could press and you only press 2 of them. It's tough, as you can see what by my reaction. But well, we have a couple clips that explain things. I'm gonna take it back to the talking screen for just a second, though. What do we?
400 views. Big clipper.
Yeah,
Big clipper Andy right there.
Big clip. Guild chat was popping off last night. We had to make a separate thread on the Discord.
We could make a whole nother episode about how I feel about guild chat. Anyone that was at my 24-hour stream knows that I was feisty over guild chat the other day. I will save my breath.
So there's a lot to unpack here, and we have damning evidence to show you in a little bit about why everything just took place. But essentially right now, Ash has killed a level 41 on his multi-lifing, anti-griefing hardcore character that he brought over from another server to help with anti-griefers. This paints Ash in a bad light, but Ash also was kind of playing, not devil's advocate or whatnot, but
no,
he was serving justice, because
Ash was playing the anti-hero in this story. I think
there was evidence that we'll play later to show
that
the opinion of this rogue, who got very upset that he was just killed, was pretty much colluding with another player to work together to get this trinket, to keep Horde out, to kill anyone who opposes them. And he says otherwise through chat and text, but then he's on Winky's stream 3 hours prior to this, because we have a clip of another character dying in the arena again to that original rogue who got away from Ash earlier in that first clip. So I guess we're just going to play the audio, because I don't have, it's a clip, but it's just literally audio. So we'll listen to it really quick. And he basically admits to farming multiple chests with the other character, which is borderline asking for
rule
help,
breaky.
Yeah. So we'll just listen to it for a second.
Me and CrossFitter had been down here kind of trading off getting these and defending it from Horde.
Oh shit, so you're working together to get the thing. So you just caught Blitz killing your buddy. Is that what happened? Dude, the plot is just thickening.
That pause is pretty damning as well. I mean,
the big issue is, after he died, he said, I hadn't worked with him at all. It was just the first chest we saw each other and decided we weren't going to kill each other. Yet in that audio clip, 3 hours prior, he said we've gotten multiple chests together and we worked to keep Horde out.
So I want to say one thing real quick, and because this is something that is being missed and lost on in this thing. RJM just came in the chat. RJM is CrossFitter. CrossFitter is a name that has been around forever in the hardcore community. Like, CrossFitter used to do 2-man SMs with only Black Smoke. They did 2-man SMs together. CrossFitter is an OG, and I do want to take that into account when we talk about this, because if we're saying that Baby Ninja and CrossFitter were colluding, we're also saying CrossFitter was colluding, and I think that's something that, like, we have to keep in mind in this scenario. And I'm not just saying that because they jumped in chat. Like, that's a name that I've known for a while, and I don't think that a lot of people recognize, just because I'm weird. I remember names like really well. Unless it's someone in person who I can't remember those names in person, but WoW names.
Only WoW names.
WoW names stick with me. So that's worth noting as well, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of fishy stuff going on in this scenario.
Sure. And it was, the reason I played that clip was because I want to, as if we're gonna be this, this news podcast, I want to have as much evidence, if not all of it, out there on the table, so people can formulate their own opinions. Because it would have been super scummy to just play the first clip of Ash killing a guy and everyone just be like, what the hell, bro? But this was his reasoning behind it. And he was actually in chat and said to both Baby Ninja and Blitz, you guys, I'm coming after you if you go for this chest, because I don't like what's going on here. So he was trying to play that moral character of, keep it clean. I don't want you hitting 60 if you have this, little dark spot in your run. So that's where he was at with it. There's a bunch of formulas, opinions to make here. A lot of us in the Discord are just under the impression, if you go into an FFA PvP arena, you can't expect somebody to not hit you.
Yeah, 100%. If you If you talk that shit, you're getting hit. That's it. It's simple as that. Like if you walk in, you're getting the smoke.
And the thing is, a lot of people don't like what Ash did because he's on a multi-life character, and it's like, oh, he has no risk. Again, well, the griefers have no risk. We're not on a hardcore server yet, you guys. We're still on a normal server. If that was a level 60 in a random guild who killed him, it's still valid. It doesn't matter who kills you, how they kill you. You're in an FFA PvP arena, and you can't expect. At that point, again, if you're asking like, "Oh, I'm getting hit. Oh, please don't kill me," that's asking for help. That's breaking the rules again. Like, there's no.
Yeah, I will say this though. I will say this because I don't want to come off as if we're taking like a super hard side on this. Like
I
don't
will.
wanna
That's
just,
my opinion. That's
like,
my opinion.
No, for sure. I also have an opinion. I said it in your chat yesterday, and I actually said this. I will say, I messaged Ash and said this to his face just because I've played with Ash for a
Yeah.
while. Super big member of the Road to Rag community. Was literally the first naked mage to ever hit 60. Like absolutely incredible. Maybe first, I don't know,
I
but
think
did
he
it
was the
like
first.
he was either
not-
first or it was close.
I think it was the first level 60 in Road to Rag, wasn't he? Or did he die in
No,
game
not in
mode?
Road to Rag. No.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He whatever.
Yeah, he's
like
a gamer. He's a
very
gamer.
very
Yeah.
legit gamer, and I respect him a lot. So I messaged him, and this is what I said. I said, hey, I get like at the end of the day, I sit on the bench of like if you're walking in the arena, you are willing to die. Like that's kind of the whole thing that I say, but. It does feel really bad that Ash wasn't playing a hardcore character. I think anytime you have a hardcore character fighting against a multi-life character, it's not fair.
The odds
It's
are
as simple as
stacked.
that.
Yeah, the odds are stacked.
You're not playing the same game at that point, so it
And
feels bad. That's why
so-
griefers feel so bad. If griefers had one life,
Ash has
you
come
just
out,
killed a griefer,
Ash has come
you
out
know?
and said afterwards, I'll make this character a one-life character if that'll make people feel better. I'll delete my character if someone comes and kills me in the Gurbachi arena, which I don't know if that's saving face after the fact or if it's true. It probably is true. Ash has deleted so many characters, he really doesn't
Ash doesn't care. Ash literally jumped off a bridge at 59.9 because his party member died in Maradon or something like that. Like
I think a lot of people won't believe him with that statement if they don't know
Mhm.
Ash. But I'm confident in saying that if people want him to make that a one-life character, he'll do it and have no problem with it. So
yeah, I agree.
it's still weird, but he also was like, you should have killed Blitz when he had the chance. If someone actually wants to find the clip of CrossFitter dying, maybe I could shine some better light on this.
Yeah, but Baby Ninja didn't have the clip. He only had it. He had it like locally saved. It was like the funniest conversation I've ever heard. He went to Winky stream.
Yeah,
He was like,
it was a
"How
struggle.
do
to
I
set that up.
share the video game?" And it was
Yeah.
just like the most wholesome thing I've ever heard in my life. And then he died later.
The fact that if it was like 5 days later and he got killed, it would have been a little like weird. But the next chest after all that goes down, and just to sit there playing cat and mouse for 15 minutes, I'm watching it live, sitting in their stealth. I don't know how he drops in that arena 20 minutes after the chest is spawned, and he just almost watched Blitz die. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Do you say Ash came to the arena to prevent specific people from looting the chest? He came and had a target on 2 people because he thought they were colluding to get multiple chests, which we hear different opinions again. We'll never honestly know the full answer. I don't think it's ever possible to get the full answer unless both CrossFitter and Baby Ninja have logs of their hours in the Gurbashi arena. Could have been one.
And we
chest,
don't really
it could
know
have
that.
been
We don't
20.
really know the truth. We just know what Ash thought, right? Ash was decided to be
what Ash
judge,
said.
jury, and executioner.
Yep.
And Ash decided that there was collusion, and Ash decided that if he finds the people that were colluding, that they were gonna die.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And-
Yeah,
The audio evidence of Baby Ninja saying we did multiple chests, maybe again he answered that question not thinking fully through what he was saying, because he did agree to multiple chests, but then now we have CrossFitter in chat saying I'd never worked with them. It was that one chest. It was just an odd kind of scenario.
Mhm.
We'll never know. Well, only those 2 guys will know, and we only have a certain amount of evidence to go off. But what's done is done. The character's dead. He can't come back.
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna appeal that death. No, all
Nope.
the mods. I've already said. It is what it is.
Yep.
So, don't understand making a one life character. He's never died on that mage with two pieces. So, That mage originally got to 60 on a, I believe, going for a 70 run. He was on a Wrath server, and then he transferred it over because something happened that he couldn't continue that run. So he had been multi-lifing on that character, which is how he got full tier 2 and stuff like that, and came over strictly just to help deal with people like Ye, myself, and Gore, and stuff like that, to my knowledge. I will fight tooth and nail to never allow any Gurubashi death to be appealed. 100% agree. I'm not even a mod, and I agree with that.
I'm curious if the mod team would ever really try to push for that. I don't think there's many voices that would try to push for that. I know there are some voices on the mod team that are very much like, hey, we just want to make everyone be able to play the game as long as possible, and we want to make it as whatever. I'm not really not on the mod team, so I don't know, but yeah.
This all gets solved, Blizzard. If you're watching this, just give us hardcore service, and all of these issues get resolved, man.
True. I mean, there's 80 more that pop up, but
yeah,
this one gets resolved. Simple as that, right?
Sure. So, I mean, yeah, that's a heated topic. A lot of people now too, which it was probably a heat of the moment thing for Baby Ninja, but his last words in guild chat were, "Guess I'll just make this a griefing character now." So he was like super dissuaded by what happened, and a lot of people in Discord, he went to Discord seeking aid, I guess, on the situation, and a lot of people turned him down, myself included. I was just like, I hope you go again, because I think it's a great game mode, and I do think the community is awesome. You're gonna have, of the thousands of people playing this game, you're gonna have these one-of situations. Well, it's not one of. We have a Gurubashi death every other month, it seems like.
Yep.
It's not perfect, but to like taint the whole community because of what you kind of willingly did to get yourself killed, I think it's a little extreme. Obviously, yes, it does paint Ash in a bad light to that individual. Baby Ninja now is like, I hate Ash. He sucks.
I mean, fair enough, right?
Which is fair. I mean, the guy killed you. But I also, I got killed on my 36 Naked Mage by some guy who was high out of his mind. I wasn't pissed at him. He just killed me. He thought I was an NPC, bro. The guy two-shot me. And I was like, it is what it is. I'm doing a PvP run. I got PvP'd. I can't cry that I died to somebody killing me. It's like, it sucks, but it is what it is. That 25 hours I played on that mage gone down the hill, and rest in peace. But that's just the game you play, man. So
yes, sir.
It's can't please them all. Please them all. And that's all. If you don't like how something goes in the community and you turn to griefing, you are an immature piece. Ooh, Tyrannosaur laid it down.
I mean, it's not wrong, right? It's not an incorrect statement.
I don't think he's going to grief. I think it was just a heat of the moment thing. It was, to my knowledge, his first run at hardcore, and it was just salt overpouring, I think. So that's what it is. But do we need to talk about this or any other?
No, I think that's a great 30 so minute I think we did it. I think we did the thing.
I didn't know if you had any more to add to that subject. So that's your point. That's my point.
Yeah, I think we got our points out. I think this is, this is kind of what Around the Forge is probably going to turn into more in the future. I mean, in the beginning we were more of an educational kind of vibe, but this is more the vibe now. What's up, Gordon? What do you got?
Just for future events, I just wanted at the end of the stream what people can look forward to. We have two things going on.
Yeah,
and
huge.
We'll throw it back over to the death clip scene, even though it's not about. Well, there could be a lot of obituaries with this. Mm-hmm. We have on the 7th of January, guys, the Ragefire Chasm Hardcore Community Event, Cup number 7 here, and essentially all the details are in Discord, the Hardcore Discord. This is just a snapshot of the post. We got a tournament going on, guys. You could win some cash prizes here, and if you want more info, definitely check it out in the Discord.
Let me read it out loud for the non-readers.
There you go. Thank you. That's me.
There's a lot of non-readers in the community.
That's me.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ragefire Chasm Hardcore Cup number 7. Date January 7, 11 a.m. EST. Get wrecked if you live on the West Coast. You're waking up at 8 a.m.
I gotta look. What day is that?
That is a
Ooh, a
Saturday,
Saturday?
January 7th.
I can do that.
Server, Bloodsail Buccaneers NA, and Hydraxian Waterlords EU. Solo leveling with hardcore rules. Do not duo or you are disqualified. 4-hour leveling session. You must be in front of RFC at 3 p.m. EST to participate. RFC opens at 3:30 EST, depending on how long the draft takes. So there will be a draft with team captains that will draft people. We'll get into that in a second. Max level, you can be level 13 and 5 bars in. You can't be all the way done 13 and ding 14 off the first mob. Get wrecked. Minimum level, you must be level 10 to be drafted. You must be at the instance at 3 p.m. There's a round robin team draft. Each pick of the team will pick the next member of the team. You can have no more than 2 of each class in a group. First to kill all 4 bosses wins. There's a $500 cash prize that probably, I'm not no mathematician, but that does break down to $100 per player on the team. Or I guess the team captain could just steal all the money and tell you to get wrecked, and we'll do another episode about that. You must have the hardcore add-on. You must fill out this form if you're streaming your run. The form is in there. You need at least 1 stream for each group. You're encouraged to have every stream going. And that's it. That's all the details. There's a form in there that I will link right now in the chat for you guys to be able to check it out. Hold up.
So, Bernie asks, who are the captains? That's kind of to be determined, but what a lot of the community heads are deciding is more than likely it's going to be streamers. That way they can kind of have it be fair where you can't just pick all your streamer friends and get them all in one group because you'll all be on different teams that way, and try to keep it the most fair that way. So odds are it's going to be streamers, or it might be just first come first serve. The first people who get there might be the team captains. So
I've also heard a rumor that they might just make hunters captains because there's going to be so many hunters.
Yeah, so funnily enough, for those who can't read, like myself, I originally saw this post. I was like, dude, you could just go duo and you can stack professions and get everything and you're chilling. And then people were like, bro, it's solo only. I was like, okay, that's unfortunate. And I was like, okay, let's go 4 rogues, maybe 5 rogues, just try to stealth past everything and cheese the bosses. And they're like, bro, it's 2 max. I was like, okay, next best thing, 2 locks, 2 hunters, and a priest maybe, or a shaman. I'm like, there's a whole bunch of theory crafting that can go on between this tournament here. I'll take it back to the talking screen for us here. But yeah, there's all the events. Thank you for Liz for spamming it. If you guys want to look forward to that tournament. I already thought, like, there's no way I'm going to be competitive at this. But I thought about this event for like 3 hours when they posted it. I was thinking of, you get your rough sharpening stones. You could maybe get target dummies if you're cracked enough and have enough time. You can have
you have 4 hours. That's not like you can get one. So the issue, I probably can't because I don't play Horde, but like for a speed leveling Horde, Andy, 4 hours is a lot of time for level 13. It's a lot of time,
and you can camp a lot of chests. You can get your gems for your Tiger's Eye that way. There's a lot of things I've already thought of how to formulate, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, if you go these professions, you're gonna try to hand out potions. I don't know if you're allowed to trade once you originally get in your team. But imagine dishing out all these potions to somebody, but then you also don't know who you're going to draft, what professions they've done, how prepared they are, which it's what makes the event totally random and pretty legit in my mind. And then I was thinking, like, can you draft 2 rogues and can they go to the back of the dungeon and solo the last boss while you're clearing to the other bosses? There's
Maybe.
a lot of things you can do out here, so it will be interesting. 2 healers, 3 DPS win. I
also think there is going to be no trading between the groups because I think the idea is that the characters that you make for this can still be valid for a hardcore run. That's just how you use your RFC cooldown.
Okay, that's smart. I like that.
So
then it encourages everyone to like truly try to min-max their character, do multiple professions, farm rares, stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot going on. I'm excited for it. I'm thinking about playing, but at the same time, I don't want to like fully embarrass myself because, like you, I've only ever run hardcore primarily on Alliance, even though I am a Horde Andy at heart. Disgusting Zugzug, I know. But there's that tournament on the 7th, and then is it on the 1st? Is it on the 2nd? I'm still confused about this Azragos event.
Oh yeah, I mean, about that, we're gonna do it. I just don't think that anyone has any like real like in classic hardcore community fashion. We're a little disorganized. We gotta have a talk with the people, the powers that be, to determine when we are running into Azragos face first.
Okay, because I'm like, I gotta do things. I don't know if I want to go. I'll definitely throw a character at it. I'm probably gonna throw one of my characters that got griefed, but I just want to be there because it's gonna be.
I think a lot of people are
awesome.
gonna actually log into their 60s and throw that at it instead. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Azure Ghost might die, like actually die.
Yeah, dude.
Like I think a lot of the 60s.
Grace could get the tag and level off Azure Ghost kill.
That would be really cool.
That'd be sick.
But I think like I'm probably gonna play like I have a 60 hunter that I took over from Sam. Our duo. I brought the duo.
Okay.
The mage is sitting over on Wrath with
Yeah.
the feat of strength never moving. It's
Right.
in Ironforge, it's never moving. The hunter, however, is playing level 60 hardcore.
Nice.
So that will probably go for Azure Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw my 60 druid out. I'm not sure. I definitely don't want that druid to die, and I don't remember how griefable Azure Ghost is. Because I know the icebox can be kind of scary, but you can also just frostbot them and be fine, I think.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
That's happening. Do we even know the date? Is that the second?
No, that's the first. It's the first.
Okay,
We're doing it on the first. Yep.
So that is Sunday. So it has to happen before I go to work is the thing. So I don't know if it's a midday thing or whatnot, but there's gonna be more details in the Discord probably when that gets fleshed out. So those are the 2 events to look forward to. We have Azure Ghost Attempt, hopeful kill on the 1st, and then we have the Hardcore Cup on the 7th. So let us know, guys, if you want us to do more of these. If you want us, we're probably not gonna go live every day. There's not enough.
No, it's not daily. No shot.
But
no shot.
If
It's
you guys
daily.
like the format, we'll definitely bring it back and we'll tune it up, get some guests on and whatnot to go over. Les says that we kind of want to make it like a drama alert thing.
I want drama alert. Let me know.
I'm down for all that except for being in the scheme of GameStar. That guy's a.
Oh, we're not gonna be. No,
yeah, that guy's
that
a
guy.
POS,
That guy
but
stinks. That guy stinks.
we'll
But it's
be-
gonna be. It's gonna be drama E. You know.
1 or 2 hot topics. I'm down. Okay, it seems like we
Yep.
got a lot of people about it, so we're not even gonna promise you a set date or whatnot. It's gonna be pop up. You gotta be here. Or, we're a pop up one stop shop. once
It's
a
on
week.
you guys to come.
Yeah, you
watch
gotta
it.
figure out when we're going live. Follow us. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna have all the VODs on YouTube as well around the Forge. We'll post it in Discord. It'll be readily available for everyone in case you miss it. So appreciate
Word.
you guys stopping by. It's fun to get the band back together and do some podcasts again with the boy. Les.